Good morning, Stall.
Good morning, Stall.
Welcome back to another great day at school. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Alright guys, today is the 12th, right? No, the 13th, I lied. Okay, we have four birthdays today, I lied. Again. Alright, we have got Calvin A. We got, Vasily Fiti A. And then we got David C. And Damien A. And Kirsten B. And oh my gosh, we have a lot. Holy crap.
Come on, man.
Yeah, come on, let's celebrate the birthdays.
Let's celebrate.
Alexandra D. Tina G. Alexis P. Zaldivar. Alright. Emily C. Keelan E.
That's the 13th, man.
Yeah. Oh, I lied. Okay, yep. Alright, well,
Never mind, there's not a lot of birthdays. Just happy birthday.
happy birthday.
Spanish Club meets tomorrow, March 14th, after school in room 216. Hope to see you there.
Spanish Club. Alright, your Storm Varsity Girls Soccer team earned a win over Glacier View by a score of 4-0. Scorings were Lefty Martinez, Taylor McCann, Kylie Shakespeare, and Alexis Breer. So you got practice today, girls, for Picture Day. Put on your smiles.
Force Group meets every Thursday from 2 to 4:10. Force is an after-school group that will focus on developing and/or enhancing youth leadership skills. Force members will participate in monthly school-wide activities with the purpose of promoting positive life choices to peers and the community.
Okay. The 7th grade boys basketball team improved the record to 6-0 yesterday with a win over the Aylan Falcons. Each player scored and contributed to this win. It was close during the first quarter, but your Storm team turned up the heat and pulled away with authority. Nice work, boys. Your next chance to see the Storm in action is tomorrow against the Fruity Cougars at Stall, so be there.
The JV soccer team took on the Glacier View Avalanche in warm temperatures and really heated up the field with their speed and power. A great 3-1 victory, Storm. Remember, pictures will be taken at 2:10 this afternoon. Practice will follow and end at its usual time.
Alright, reminder for the LS run. Friday is the first tournament day, and I believe a limited amount of these bracelets will be handed out for the people who turn in first on Friday. So come get your bracelet.
Yeah.
Yeah, first turn date this Friday, so
yeah.
Make sure you turn in. Alright, announcement from Ariana. And Mr. Hodge.
Good job.
VU Club starts today in room 216, held by Miss Ferrix and I from 2 to 4. Love to see you there.
All right. Hey, and so Ariana, have you heard much about tomorrow? That national-wise, they're talking about a walkout for kind of a protest of violence in schools and gun violence. You heard about that?
I have. It's been going around on social media a lot.
Yeah, and so what are your thoughts on that? What are you thinking?
Well, I think it might be a little disruptive to our learning, but I think it'd be really cool to maybe instead of walking out for 17 minutes, have 17 minutes of silence during lunch, or 17 minutes after school, something other than during class where we're gonna get disrupted.
I gotcha. Hey, and as an educator, I like that. But I also am for letting people's voices be heard, and sometimes not so much their voice, but just by their actions. So tomorrow, if you're wondering or concerned, hey, what can I do? What can I not do? If you are so led to walk out at 10 o'clock until 10:17, we'll have a spot for you out front. You can kind of go out there and hang out for a few minutes. I guess if we're doing it for a protest and as a remembrance of the people that lost their lives, I would make sure that we want to make sure that we got the right mood set. So if it's something where you're planning on going down and, you know, Michael Jordan and everybody on your way down the hallway, you know, just really spoofing it out and having a good time, I don't think that's what it's for. I don't see it that way. Do you see it that way? I think it's a way to just show your support for the lives lost and for letting it be shown that, hey, the schools are not a place for violence. Guns are not something that that children should have, and it can create a lot of grief and sorrow and anxiousness and those types of things when we're at the school level. So if you just got that, or you're kind of trying to figure it out, what can you kind of recap for everybody what Mr. Hodge just said there about tomorrow and walking out?
Well, if you want to walk out at 10 and stay till 10:17, it's more of sitting there and kind of remembering the students who lost their lives in the Florida shooting, not goofing around with your friends and videotaping and jumping and trying to dunk and stuff. Just kind of stand there and just remember them. The remembrance, there you go, kind of the protest like that. So, you know, our teachers are going to continue teaching. They're going to do their thing. Myself, Mr. Larry, Mrs. Richardson, and the crew of us will be out there. So we got you covered that way as far as security-wise. Obviously, we're not leaving campus. We're going to be right out front. Just in case there's any media that happens to go by, we want them to be able to see our visual protest. But 10:17, bam, we're back into third period and away we go. So we'll just move forward for that. So hopefully that clears it up. If you have any questions today, feel free to come and ask me or Mr. Larry, and we'll go from there. Anything else you got? No.
Hey, Stahl, make it the best day you can. It's Tuesday. Got a lot of work to do between now and the end of this week. Did you know that the 19th is our next IPR? So if you're at spring sports over at Rogers, or you plan on doing track here at Stahl, which starts April 16th, man, get ready. Make sure those grades are where you need them. Stahl, best day ever.